You've just won 100 grand.
And I'll provide you my answer, but I want 15% of your winnings.
I'm going to go with Peter's answer and say A, Chase, or Lancer.
You've just won $500,000.
Yes!
But it's the end of the line for tonight's episode. Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Billionaire versus the Clock. We are joined with Trevor McCoy. He wants to be a billionaire so friggin' bad. Buy all of the things I never had. Yes, quite. We're not quite at $1 billion yet, but made it up to $500,000. How have you been? Yes, I've been alright, thank you. Right, well, no one wants to see us chatting away, especially when you are just 3 questions away from $1 billion and 1 away from becoming our 3rd millionaire. Say goodbye to the lifelines because they are gone. Goodbye, lifelines. Right, important now. Let's hope we haven't reached the end of the line. Are you ready? Think so? No, I'm going to need more than that. Are you ready? Yes. I can't hear you. Are you ready? Yes! Alright, calm down. Here we go for 1 million gems. 2 minutes on the clock, and you finished your last question with 4 minutes and 4 seconds, meaning you have maxed out the timer. Oh, right. This means you will be getting 5 whole minutes for this question. Here it comes. What happens if you complete the final level of Tetris? The blocks become sentient, you meet the Tetris God, you get sent to Russia, you unlock reverse Tetris. Start the clock. What are you thinking? I've played Tetris, quite a bit of it actually. Ever reached the final level? I've come close. I know there's 29 levels. I once got as far as 27. I think only a handful of people have ever made it all the way. Any idea what happened to them? Not really. A is slightly frightening. The idea of the blocks gaining some kind of sentience. Would they be happy about being smudged together constantly? What would they do? B is a Tetris God. Would that be the creator? Or is that just some kind of omnipotent being? Don't think I've ever heard of a Tetris God. A wrong answer will cost you 450,000 gems. Being sent to Russia is a scary idea. Well, I suppose it depends where you go. Siberia, big place. Could work. If it's right, I suppose it would mean that if you complete the game too quickly, you're Russian. Audience, be quiet, please. Thank you, Trevor, but if you can leave the jokes to me. I don't think I've ever heard you tell a joke, David. Exactly. Reverse Tetris sounds like a fun idea. I suppose you've just got to go back and disassemble what you've already put together. Could be a game in itself. Sounds the most plausible. Up to you, mate. Sentient blocks makes little sense to me. Tetris gods can't be real, unless it's like some kind of post-credit scene in the game. Can't imagine they would be able to send you to Russia, but the Russian Secret Service are very powerful. I do think it's D, but... No, I'm not gonna risk it. Clock, clock, clock. David, can you not bully the contestants, please? I might be a chicken, but... Fancy finishing that sentence? I've got 500,000 gems. How much did you win? 251,000. Exactly. Plus, you also walked away. Whatever. Are you calling it a day? Yeah, I'll call it a day. Stop the clock. Well, Trevor, you're leaving us with 500,000 gems. Well done. Oh, yes. Of course, you did ask the dragons on your previous question, meaning that you lose 15%, but 425,000 is still pretty good going. It's going to go a long way. Anyway, you thought it was D. I did, yeah. Well, Trevor, if you'd been braver and said D, You wouldn't have 500,000, you would have a whole million. Why didn't you go for it? Well, I didn't think it was A or B, but I still felt they were possible, but C looked like it could have been right as well. Suppose none of us will ever know what happens if you complete the final level of Tetris. Well, you unlock reverse Tetris, as stated by this question. Oh yeah, I suppose so. Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor McCoy. Right, well that's 10,500,000 gems given away so far. Quite a lot of money. Hopefully, some of our sound mixers are on standby, ready to add some cost to the audio so we don't have to pay them. 98 contestants left over. I suppose we'd better do another fastest finger. Audience best behaviour, no talking now. Waiting for quiet, still waiting, thank you. Here comes the next question. Put these situations in order of how ironic they are, starting with the least. A fire station burning down, a lifeguard drowning, choking on a lifesaver, getting run over by an ambulance. Okay, and that's time. Shall we take a look at the correct order? Yes! Silence. Okay, so least ironic is a fire station burning down, then it's getting run over by an ambulance. Next up is our lifeguard drowning, and finally it's choking on a lifesaver. So that would be A, D, B, C. Let's see how many of our 98s got that right. And who was the quickest, please? It was Martin Bongo in 4.35 seconds. Come on down.
Yes!
So next up in the hot seat is Martin Bongo, another returning contestant, making not one but 2 previous appearances. How much have you collectively won in total?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Yep. I made it to the 5,000 question both times and, got it wrong.
I see. Well, hopefully, third time is a charm.
It needs to be. I don't think I could go through it again, to be honest with you.
Right. Now I think we know each other.
Yes, we were both fastest finger first contestants in the first ever episode.
Oh yes, Marcus, right?
No, Martin.
Oh yes, of course. Anyway, Martin, forget 1,000,000 gems. You are 11 questions away from 1,000,000,000 gems.
I can do this.
Maybe. And even if you can't, you've got 3 lifelines to help you.
Never used a lifeline before.
Well, there you go. Possibility of getting 2 new ones as well if you make it to 50,000 gems.
I'll try.
I know you will. Here are your categories. Hopefully they are reasonable. Ready to begin?
Not really.
Tough. Let's begin. Okay, time limit of 30 seconds here. Question number 1, here it comes. What song became the national anthem of Britain following a referendum in 2018? Creep by Radiohead, Hurt by 9 Inch Nails, Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit, In the End by Linkin Park. Start the clock.
I remember this referendum. I voted for D in memory of Chester.
R.I.P. Chester.
But it's definitely C, Break Stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all about the he says, she says, correct answer for 1,000.
Okay, 1 down, 2 to go.
We're all rooting for you. Well, except the producers, of course. Here we go for 2,000. How many Germans does it take to screw in a light bulb? 1, 2, 3, 9. Start the clock.
I know Germans are very efficient, so I think it would just be 1. Yeah, 1.
Okay, and I can say to you, 1 bar. Well done.
Okay, 1 more.
Last point, you can go home with nothing. Here we go. Complete the well-known saying, the blank is always right. Customer, contestant, audience, government. Start the clock.
Okay, so fairly sure I know this.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I really don't want to go home with nothing again.
Clock is ticking.
I'm going to ask the audience, just to be on the safe side.
Stop the clock. Okay, sounds like a sensible plan. Audience on your keypads. Martin needs your help to ensure he doesn't leave with nothing for a third time. If you can please all get on your keypads and vote now, please. Okay, so vast majority looking at C there. I'm going to resume the clock now.
Wow, I'm relieved because I had something different in mind.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I'm going to go with the audience and say C, please.
What did you think it was initially?
I thought it was A.
Martin, it was A. The audience were wrong.
No! Not again! Not again!
Well done, audience. Nice going.
Not again! Not again! Not again!
David, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. Couldn't resist. Anyway, Martin, you leave with nothing.
Not again! Not again! Not again!
I'm going to need you to leave the hot seat now, please.
Not again! Not again!
Security,
Not again.
please can you escort this
again.
contestant off the
Not
set?
again! Not again!
Come with
Not
us,
again.
please, sir.
Not again!
Well, that was, yeah. Good work, audience. 89% of you completely wrong. Right, anyway, we're going to cut to a short break. Should only be a month.
David, the insurance has just come through.
Fantastic. Well, that means
Exactly.
we've managed to successfully take out insurance against the insurance, meaning not only can we afford to pay out 1 billion gems, but it is within our best interest to do so. After the break, we're going to begin our billion gem mission, where at least one of the remaining 97 contestants will be leaving with a share of that. And no fastest finger first either. Join us after the break to see how that all pans out on Who Wants to Be a Billionaire versus the Clock Billion Gem Mission.